Since I made the switch to Shimoda backpacks for my camera gear a couple of years ago, I haven't looked back. They are fantastic. Some of the best camera and hiking backpacks I've experienced. And now they've released the Sidecountry Backpack, which is even more lightweight and more versatile, multifunctional for people who do what I do. And there is a lot to talk about. But first you need to know that Shimoda sent this bag to me to test and review. They're not sponsoring this video. They get no input in this video and they don't get to see it before it's launched. But they just asked that I give you a thoughts and opinion about what I think about this bag after using it for the last few months. To start off with though, this isn't what I would call a camera backpack. This is more a multifunctional, versatile backpack that's built for people who do a lot of what I do, which is hike in the wilderness. And sometimes you want to just bring a camera, a drone, and a bunch of other stuff. Or sometimes you want to load it up a little more and have more stuff with it. But you want quick access to what you have so that you can film or shoot, take photos of what you're out there doing, places you're exploring, wildlife. Or you want to be able to carry some more gear with you when you're out exploring that you might need just in case the weather turns bad or something like that. And that's really what this bag is about. It's versatile. It's made with these really nice recycled materials, so environmentally friendly, and it sheds water really well. Now it's not waterproof, but there is a rain tarp thing in here, but it does shed water well. I've tested that in my kayak. And overall, this thing is really durable because I've been abusing it somewhat over the last few months, and it's held up extremely well. So to begin with, there's a pocket here that you can throw, hat, gloves, stuff like that in. And then you have two side access to different compartments, but we're gonna start here at the top. Now it is a roll top bag. If you pop this off, this is magnetic, just snaps like that. And then in the front here, you have a non-waterproof compartment, which is useful for things like hats, gloves, jacket, if you're gonna use stuff like that on the trip. It's nice, but again, it's not waterproof. And this compartment does go all the way down to the bottom, so it's actually a ton of space in here. Now you could stick a tripod in here. There are also these straps which come in or come out of these little side pockets. There's a top one and a bottom one. So if you want to strap something to the outside, like snowshoes, something like that, you can really easily. There's also one on the bottom. But if you don't want these straps out there where they're, flopping around or, they're just not needed, you can just shove them inside. There's a little slot here. Shove them inside the bag or inside this pocket, and it keeps the front of this really nice and clean, which is awesome. So aside from that, this being here, you have this access pocket here, which gives you access to this front pocket here, which is somewhat weather protected. And in there can go the laptop sleeve that's included with this if you get the right kit. I don't have it with me because I would have a laptop out here, but you can slide a laptop in there, and then there's some other pockets where you could attach pens or other equipment you might be using or needing in there. And then we come to the roll top. Now, roll tops are useful if you're packing a lot less sometimes or packing more sometimes because it's somewhat expandable storage. Right now, I don't have a lot in here, but you can see it just, pinches closed. You roll it over a couple of times, and then as you wrap it, it somewhat seals this bag up, but gives you expandable storage. So what I've got in here today is the DJI Mavic 4. Now, and some ND filters from Freewell, an extra battery, and also the rain cover for the backpack in case you need it. Now, this is what I mean by versatile, and not necessarily a dedicated camera bag, but a bag with options for camera gear. Shimoda is making some really nice drone cores. I have one for the Mavic 3, which does fit in here when you use the Mavic 3 or Air 3 series, and that keeps the drone somewhat more protected. So this is the large drone core, and it will fit the Mavic 3 or Air 3 series. I've got the Mavic 3 in here right now. Got the remote, extra battery, all fits in here really nicely. You have a pocket up here for anything extra you might want to put in there, ND filters, etc. And then on the other side, you also have a pocket for ND filters, charger, whatever else you need to fit in here. And this does fit in the top of the bag, or it will fit in most of their other bags. If you're wanting to just add this in addition to, say, your camera core in one of your already existing Shimoda backpacks. The interesting thing about this is you can unsnap this, Velcro it out, or take the Velcro out, and out comes this little carry bag. So say you're running around somewhere, you need to pick up some groceries, snacks, I don't know, or I'm out here catching, doing, picking blueberries. I probably wouldn't put them directly in this, but because this would turn from white to purple real fast. But it just gives you a really nice, versatile little carrying bag that you could then take with you to the store or somewhere like that. And it does also Velcro shut, so you can actually seal this up. And of course, if you take this out, then that basically opens up the entire inside of the bag for whatever you need. Bag or beg? How do you say it? Let me know in the comments below, bag or beg. Anyway, but nice big compartment in here, lots of space. The Mavic 4 and the remote and a spare battery, Rainfly, and other stuff is not a small drone. And then we come to the side over here where you have two straps. I'll be using it to strap my tripod on. And this side access carry thing, which has a Ziploc pocket, zipper pocket up here, so you can stick some batteries in there if you needed to. It has this nice mesh pocket. You can sit stuff in there. I've actually had my water bottle in here for most of the day. And that's it for this side. So this is, again, kind of a super minimalist, super, if you're wanting to go somewhere fast and not have to carry a lot of gear with you, that's really what this is about. And then we come to my favorite part, which is also kind of not my favorite part, but it has become my favorite part. I didn't think it would until now. I'm used to back access bags, which means all of your camera gear is accessed through the back. You unzip the back, that's what I use, the Explore series, and then you have access to your camera cube, drone cube, whatever you might have in there for the whole thing. This is not meant for that. This is meant to be able to go fast, get what you need, carry many different kinds of gear with you, and then just it's really meant for speed and versatility. So the way you access this bag is a side access, and they've made these Sideloader bags, which I'll pull out here actually so you can see the whole thing. But basically here and boom, your camera's out here. This is the OM1 Mark II, a camera I've been testing for a couple of weeks now, or a month, and fantastic. Review coming soon. But they've made these different Sideloader options that then you can use as a standalone bag if you want. They've got little pockets in the front and the back. It zips up over the top here, so you can actually use this, and it comes with a shoulder strap. And if you want to expand it to carry more stuff, you can actually zip it out and expand the bottom. But then in this, you have 3 compartments. I've got camera in the center one, lens in the other one over here. So you can see here, camera, lens, and then in this one is the Pocket 3, which is normally what I'd be filming everything on, and an extra battery for my R5 Mark II, which is what I'm filming on right now. But I also have the microphone for that in here, and then I have a capture clip on the front. Oh, we need to talk about that. Some other upgrades that they've made, which I really like, is they've added this little strap here for capture clips, like the Peak design. This is the Falcam one, which is super useful because these were very difficult to attach to the Explore series, but now you have that. And then of course they have these large pockets in the front to store DJI mics, whatever other little accessories you might have. And then they have a larger one over here, which is kind of more expandable. So if you have a phone, large phone, it'll fit in there. And then of course, lots of other little webbing and strapping to attach stuff. But I love the fact that they've added this little strap here to be able to attach capture clips, because then you can just put the camera on there, walk around. It's easy. It's not nearly as hard to attach as it was to the Explore series. The belt is detachable. It's just Velcroed on the inside. And if you pull the belt off, pull this out, then you could run it through here. It attaches. And now suddenly you have a camera bag that attaches like that. And so if all you want to run around with is this one, you can do that. But the thing that I like about this is that the system is modular and really expandable, versatile with how you want to use it. So like this fits in my kayak in one compartment of my kayak. This fits empty like this in another compartment of my kayak. The drone cube for the Mavic 3 and the Air 3S fits in another compartment of my kayak, which means I can fit all this in my kayak, get to where I'm going, pull it all out, and then put it together and then hike to wherever I'm going from there. So all the zippers are these nice weather resistant YKK zippers, which really do a good job of helping to keep water out. Now this is not what you would call a dedicated camera bag like the Explorer series is, or some of the other ones that Shimoda makes. This is meant for people who carry camera gear with them and a lot of other gear and are out adventuring, hiking, exploring the wilderness, and need to carry a lot of different stuff with them, or you're day tripping somewhere. This is really a versatile backpack that's fantastic for stuff like that. There are links in the description. You can check them out. Thank you, Shimoda, for sending this over. I've loved using this thing. It's definitely a great bag to have in my arsenal. Next, you're going to want to watch this video right here. I'll see you over there. As always, if you have questions, ask me in the comments below or join my live stream, which happens most Wednesday nights at 4 p.m. Alaska time, 8 p.m. Eastern. We can have more of a conversation, and I can answer questions that maybe I didn't cover in this video. I'll see you again soon in the next one. Cheers.